Well, hello there. And this is what I got going on, finally. Yeah, I got some irrigation going on. This is basically a manifold I made. I just got these press to connect fittings. They actually do work with the flexible tubing really well without leaking. But I was gonna run it around the perimeter, but that's so damn hard to get to the back, so I figured this, and you can still put your plan on top. I can put a plan on top of this in the middle, so it actually works out really well. It looks kind of crazy, but I like it. So I got nine different sites in there, and then the input coming from my reservoir next door. But yeah, it's working really well. I should switch this one to the back. I had that one in the middle. You can see it's getting a little bit nitrogen toxic. Those are awful green leaves. I think it's the Osmocote that I was using. This one just doesn't like that extra nitrogen, so I'm gonna give up the Osmocote now and just go with all grow dots, because that's what this whole room is grow dots. Okay, we'll go over here. This one right here is an Afghan Kush, and she looked like she was getting a little PH-y, you know, with those little skinny leaves. But if you look at the new growth, oh, can I zoom in that far? Yes, I can. If you look at the new growth, it's starting to look great again. So, just one of those that I just transplanted these into Pro Mix last weekend, so they're still getting over the shock a little bit. This one has been in the Pro Mix for about 2 weeks now, maybe 3. Can't remember. I'd have to look at the tag. That's a MHK. That's called a Mike's Hypnotic Chronic, and that's by Vets Grow for Vets. The Afghan Kush I'm not real sure on. This one right here is a Gorilla Hand. Thank you, Lou. And it's getting over a little bit of the transplant shock too. So it got a little bit peaky. You can see the bottom leaves are getting a little bit of discoloration to them. And then over here, what do we got? That is a Peach Crescendo. I think that's from Mitch Camp, but I got it through Horace Manure. You know how it goes, it's a friend trading a friend, but ultimately I think that's Mitch Camp's strain. And thank you both guys for allowing me to run your stuff in my time of need, trying to get over this stupid wilt that I got. And lastly here, I have a sweet tooth. Looking good. These guys are, you can tell, are a little bit behind the other ones, so I might have to, you know, the plan is to let these veg up and for maybe 2 or 3 more weeks and then flip them, because I plan on filling this with 9 plants, so I can't let them get too big. Anyway, so as for watering them, I've got them all on blue mots. You can see the secret kitty cat. You can see the drip right there. That's a drip. Come on, drip. It's like watching paint dry. Yeah, this one's dripping a little faster. Let's go with this one. Whoop. There you go. That's all it does. Just sits there and drips. Then you adjust the drip with the little knob there. If it's too dry, you open it up a little bit. If you think it's too wet, then you close it down a little bit. But everything in here has, these are all 3 gals, and I have 45 grams of grow dots in each 3 gal. So we'll see how that works. Plus whatever residual Osmocote is in the root ball from before. So I always thought the grow dots could use a little more nitrogen, so maybe that'll actually be a good thing. Except for this one, because that one is most definitely looking a little too green. for my taste. But yeah, I'm just, right now I can walk away from this and just let them grow. That's the whole point. I want things completely automated where I can go for a week at a time if I need to, so I can go on vacation. And then we'll go over to here. This is where the deep water culture was. I tried to get autoflowers going in here, but that was no bueno. I've just had an awful time getting seeds to germinate lately. And I had these 4 clones, my last 4 clones. I thought, well, I already had the grow dots in here and they were just, the time was ticking on them, so they're already a week gone. So I just thought, screw it, I'll stick these clones in here and run them. They may go back and forth between here and here, you know, depending if these don't bush up enough by the time these 3 are, or these, you know, these 3 are ready to go, then I'm thinking these 2 might take their place. These guys right here are still re-vegging because I took those cuts off a plant that was pretty heavy into flowers, so they're gonna spend at least the next 5 weeks probably getting to where they look like a decent plant again and not re-vegges. But I gotta get on with it. Like I said, I just couldn't get any audits to take, and I thought, screw it, I'll get bud faster if I just put in photo periods that I already have bushed up a bit. So we'll see how it goes. These are all in cocoa though. Cocoa perlite, 70-30 cocoa perlite, that's what it is. 2 parts cocoa, 1 part perlite, whatever that is. 33 1/3 to 66 1/6, right? Yeah. Anyway, but I think I got things going pretty good. Knock on wood. Let me knock on my big thick head here. I don't know if you can hear that, but I don't see any signs of wilt yet. Let me knock one more time. Knock, knock on this thick head. I don't have any wood in here. So, yeah, that's what I got. So I got basically 9 plants. And they may all end up over there and I do something different in here later on, or I might end up doing the whole flower run in here. It's totally doable. What I might do is just veg these up. Like I said, I might swap a few out, swap them around a little bit, and depending on what these re-vegges do, I'll just pair up the slowest plants and keep them in here. But eventually I think I'm gonna flower them next door, because that's the nice lights. Got my HLG 350Rs. So those are the ones that you want making your resin, don't you? This light here, that's a 210 watt light. That one works great, but I think not as good as I wouldn't get as good of results as the other ones. It's a little weak out on the edges with the 210. You really need 300 for a 3x3. But what I might do if I get the perpetual going is make this my stretch tent. Make this the first 4 weeks of flower, and then after the first 4 weeks of flower, maybe go over there. So I don't know, but all I know is I'm starting to get my enthusiasm back for growing, so hopefully I'll be able to do more updates and show you what I got going on and what I don't have going on. And what I don't have going on is anything in here except the dead clone that I need to get rid of. I have cleaned it out. But before I flip, I'll do a round of clones and the veg tent will be up and going again. Plus I'd like to get my shelf back in there. I need to clean it really good first though. But I really like the setup I had before much better. And I can still run a couple of autos in there if I train them. I've got a spot to do that, so I'll probably do that. Just run autos next door. Just a couple autos and then veg all the cloning and vegging plants that I need to supply the perpetual. If I can just get it going. But yeah, that is it. See you later, folks. Bye.